Hello, this is Eddie,
and Samaria.
and we are the
ATL
ATL
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
drinkers.
drinkers. Hey, we're coming back to you after this week of baseball and football, and we coming to you to give you some scores and also to talk about the Atlanta Falcons loss and talk about what's going on with the Braves and give you some insight on a little bit what's going on with the Atlanta United. And we're gonna give out a few shout outs to some of our players and everything. So we want to make sure that we are going to try to cover as much as we can. Okay. So I hope y'all ATL Kool-Aid drinkers, and I know some of y'all Who Dat fans who a little happy right now, and one gave me a little comment coming back at me. So I hope we'll go back and forth a little bit throughout the year, cause they gonna guess who they gonna be playing next week. They're gonna be playing those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I'm gonna start out and give you some scores, and then I'm gonna get into the meat of it. And I start getting into it and start give you some of that ATL Kool-Aid drinker flavor. You know what I'm saying? Some of that grape and some of that cherry and strawberry. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you some scores, okay? All right. So this is some of the scores that happened, and I'm sure a lot of y'all saw the Falcons. So we're gonna give you some scores right now. Hold it right there for me, right there, babe. So we're gonna give some scores. Okay, so everybody saw the Atlanta Falcons. So everybody saw the Atlanta Falcons, of course. We're gonna give you the football scores first, because the baseball play a lot. So football, we lost to the Saints on Sunday, which was September 11th. I know on my other video I made a mistake and said Saturday, but I meant to say Sunday. But anyway, we lost to them 27-26, and everybody saw what happened in that game. So our next game, the Falcons' next game, gonna be at 4 o'clock on September the 18th, this Sunday, and we will be playing the Rams, the LA Rams. Okay, and so we got that. Now the next team we looking at is the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, and guess what, folks? Georgia Bulldog is number one. They should have started out in number one because they won the national championship. But it took Texas to play Alabama really tough, and for Georgia to really put a whoop stick in and get them back for Georgia. I mean, I guess whoever Samford played, that was another ATL team that they beat up on. I think it was Kennesaw State that Samford played and beat up on. And so Georgia got them back for us and beat them 33-0. Okay? Now, Georgia next game is going to be Saturday, September the 17th at 12 o'clock. They're going to be playing South Carolina. Okay? And so they're gonna be playing South Carolina and South Carolina. So they're gonna be a really, really good game. Sometimes South Carolina have a tendency to slip up on Georgia, but I think Georgia are tapped into in they power, cause the power is if the quarterback is who is the favoritism. That's where the favoritism come at with coach, and his quarterback is doing real good. Now if this quarterback starts slipping, then the team gonna do bad. But that's his favorite. So his championship's always gonna come with how good his quarterback do that he picked to play. Okay. So the next, like I said, they won 33-0. And their next game gonna be Saturday, September the 17th at 12 o'clock. They will be playing South Carolina. Okay. Our next home team is Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech finally got a win after getting. They played a little competitive with Clemson, but Clemson ranked number 5 in the ACC. They picked the team to big pick to win the ACC. So, but Georgia Tech did bounce back and played and beat the team that they should beat, which was WCU. So by them beating that team, They they beat them 35-17. 35-17. Now Georgia Tech finna get ready to play. Actually, finna get ready to play Mississippi. Okay, Georgia Tech finna play Mississippi. They're gonna be at home again playing Mississippi, which is Ole Miss from the SEC. And that game is gonna be September the 17th, and they're gonna be at 3:30 at Bobby Dodds. So they're gonna be at home, and we looking forward to that. So hopefully, if we can beat Ole Miss, Georgia Tech can beat Ole Miss, they might be starting to trend back up a little bit. That's the kind of game they need to win to trend back up. Okay. So the next one is our we're gonna stay with football for right now. We're gonna go with Georgia State. Georgia State Panthers. Yeah, this week they played a team from the SEC, and they played UNC, University of North Carolina, and they was very competitive, but they lost 35-28. Now this time they're gonna be playing a regular team, a team basically within they competitiveness, and hopefully they can bounce back since they don't play two really good teams, from the SEC, and a team from they play South Carolina, which is from the SEC, and so that should got them a little ready for playing this Charlotte team. Okay, so they'll be playing Charlotte at Georgia State. I think it's at Georgia State, what I'm saying here. And they're going to be playing at home. And they're going to be at 7 o'clock on September the 7th. So I know Georgia State, y'all got a lot of alumni. So come on, be an ATL Kool-Aid drinker for Georgia State. Georgia State alumni, like old and young, ones who went there and everything. Go support your Georgia State, man. They trying to come up. Put some butts in those seats and go see them. All your alumni, all y'all Georgia State grads, go see your team play. So they going to be all up in there getting ready to play. This might be a game they can go out there and win and put a good show for y'all. So they'll be on Saturday, September 17th at 7. So that's going to be good right there. And next is we got Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State actually they was the one, like I said, they was the one who played Samford last week and lost 27-17. They was the one that played Samford, the same team that Georgia played, the Samford Bulldogs, the Samford Bulldogs. And and then last week they played Ritter's. Quarterback Ritter, who played for the Atlanta Falcons, they played their team last week. And boy, Cincinnati put a whoop stick on them boys, 63-10. So, but they playing some big teams now, and they're somewhat out their conference. I was hoping they would have gave Samford a little bit better. But so they lost 63-10. I think I'm looking at they won't have another game until I think they'll get a bye week, and then they're gonna and their next game will be September the 24th. It's gonna be 6 p.m. at home, and they're gonna be playing Warford. And so they're gonna be playing Warford, and so hopefully, this should be a team within their power conference type football. So they probably can get in there and try to bounce back from those 2 losses from those upper tier teams and everything. And so you want to make sure, all your Kennesaw alumni and everything, y'all become those Kool-Aid drinkers, and y'all just go ahead and go over there and see them boys play, okay? Next one is going to be University of West Georgia. And those University of West Georgia, like I told you, they went down and they played Morehouse. And sad to say, my Morehouse team got stomped by West Georgia. But they are home. Both of those are home teams and everything. Actually, West Georgia went down there and beat Morehouse 42-0.
Wow. 42-0.
42-0. They beat Morehouse 42-0. So when I tell you about Morehouse, so you know what the deal is on that. So, but West Georgia, next game is going to be, they also going to have a week off, and they next game won't be till September the 24th, and they'll be playing West Alabama at 3 p.m. They're going to be at West Alabama. Okay, so they're going to be playing at West Alabama. And as we know, Morehouse got beat by University of West Georgia. And but their next game is going to be Howard University. So they're going to be playing at Howard in New Jersey, Howard University, and it will be at 3 p.m. And Howard University, the Bisons. So they're going to be there, and so that's where Morehouse is going to go on the road to New Jersey and play them. So that basically is what we're going to do. We're going to fall back here, and we're going to look at, I want you to see Atlanta United. Atlanta United, they played a little bit, and let's see here. Yeah, Atlanta United right now, they is in, just give you an update on Atlanta United. They is in 9th place right now, and they are 9-12. 9, 10, is that right? 10-12. They must just recently won a game. They were playing earlier today. So obviously they must won that game. So now they 10-12. I'm not sure how that worked with them. They're not in the playoff range, but they need to win a couple more games. I'm saying they're competing right now for those playoff spots with Columbus and Inter Miami. The day they just played. Let me see who they played, and they actually played Orlando City, and they won 1-0. That's why how they say it in soccer football. It's 1-0. So they actually played 1-0, and if they can win about 2 or 3 more games and get their points up, get about 2 or 3 more points, they might can just get into that playoff range. They're not too far out. They just need to get their points up so they can get in that playoff, and they might can't even get in that playoffs. So we want to say, hey, go for the Atlanta United, okay? So that's basically it with the scores. And so look like we still now, like I say, as for us, what our team win or lose? Right? We are what? ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. We're going to be with our teams whether they win or lose, because we're ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. That's what we do. See, we got to learn how to love our team. That's what we got to do, okay? So now we're going to discuss a little bit about the Atlanta Falcons. And I want to say to you, like I told you in one of the other videos, I went to that first game with Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay beat us, and I looked at them and said, y'all ain't going to no Super Bowl 2016, and we went to the Super Bowl. But as for the Atlanta Falcons, everybody saw what happened. I'm sort of chill down now. I know some of y'all went down there and saw my video where I had the halftime and the end-game video. And I was really excited at halftime. Think we were going to kick some butt, come and put some more scores up. And we got the same old thing. Come out of halftime, and they come back and beat us. And I was teed off at the end of the game. I was saying, and I was saying everything that I felt I need to say to get it off my chest. But that's over with. And all I want to do, I want to give a couple of people on the Falcons a shout out. I want to give Drake London a shout out. He played good. I want to give Cardell Patterson a shout out. He played good. Grady Jarrett, shout out. Arno Ibiki, shout out. Okay. Lorenzo Carter, I want to give him a shout out. I want to give Hawkins a shout out. And above all things, I already gave Grady Jarrett But above the whole thing, I want to give the whole offensive line a shout out. Now, I would give Mario a shout out, but Mario, let me tell you something, man. I know you're a running quarterback, but they give you a free slide, man. Free slide. You the quarterback. You control the whole narrative of the game because you are the point guard. You are the center of the energy of the offense and of the motivation of the team. All you had to do is slide. Now, the worst thing you could have did is came in your preview, in your review or whatever they call it, when you come in and talking. You told us you didn't know where you was on the football field. But how you gonna be the quarterback and not know where the first down marker is, dude? Come on, man. That was a bad take right there, bro. Bad take. But overall, I'm going to give you, I say you did okay for your first time back. Ain't played quarterback in a while. So look, Mario, slide. Now, slide. I don't know if you're going to see my video or not, but I'm telling you to slide, okay? Next time, run, slide. Next time, run, slide, run out of bounds. Run, slide, run out of bounds. You get it? Run, slide, run out of bounds. That's that easy, man. Just that easy. Simple as that. Don't try to fight for no extra 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, or 1 yard. Run, see the men's coming, slide. Got it? Okay. So, now, like I said, I want to get a whole offensive line called Mariota. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they weren't running their routes well or anything. You actually didn't get sacked. The line actually gave y'all time to get open and run your routes. I don't know if you... So, I don't know what was going on with that. Okay. Now, as for the Braves, I want to give a shout out to 2 people. Spencer Strider, okay, because we call him Spencer Striker, because he be striking people out. Even though they lost 3-1, can't be mad at him because the bats, I don't know what's going on with the first base. He can't hit right now. But he got 9 strikeouts in that loss. So he actually about to get over 200 strikeout as a rookie. That is a record, a new record. He is about to pass one of the greatest pitchers of all time. I call him the Big Kahuna. Right now I can't think of his real name, but I call him the Big Kahuna. I'm gonna see if I can pull up his real name. And I want to give Kyle Wright a shout out. Kyle Wright. The reason I want to give Kyle Wright a shout out because he leads the league, the whole baseball league, in strikeouts. I mean, I'm not in strikeouts, I meant to say in wins. He leads the whole league in wins. And that right there can add up to this man qualifying to get that Cy Young award. Okay? So that could be one of the things that could help him really, really good. And so them the 2 things I want to give a shout out to. Now, let's get to my feelings about what's happening with the Falcons and the Atlanta Braves. Here we go again. Favoritism and coaching. Coaches favorite people. Okay? I still say, I see now, I went and looked on here, and Fisker, the tight end, played at Tennessee with Coach. And I don't understand why you had to bring this man back up and drop a D lineman, Anderson. I don't understand why you got Hess, another tight end. Okay? I mean, I'm sure you got to let one of them go. And hopefully you bring up a defensive end. up. I understand Azier is not on the roster. He's not making the roster because you're trying to hold on to the new guy. I don't know how Williams is gonna be. Hopefully Azier can come up and play if Williams can't play and put him on Williams on that injured spot. But I want to see the rookie. I always say you got to play those rookies. So I think you got to look at that. But coach and my ATL Kool-Aid drinkers, there's two things I want you to understand. Okay? I want you to understand that what I'm telling you from what I'm feeling is that Felipe Franks and Bernhard is the key to the success of this offense. Because how big Felipe Frank is, and when he catch the ball, how fast he can run with it and where he can go with it. And just Bernhard's special gift, man. I just feel like it could be something good, but I don't know whether the coach gonna be able to pull that out of his heart to play them boys because he gonna be trying to play physical, and I hope they do well. Now, again, the preview came up for the Falcons in LA, and nobody picked the Falcons to win again. But I want to say to you on this. Let me tell you this about the Braves first, before I go to this about the Atlanta Falcons, because I want to show you some special stuff about the Atlanta Falcons before I close out. Atlanta Braves coach, what happened to Ian Anderson? Did y'all fall out? Did y'all get to fighting? I don't know. Ian Anderson. What happened to my pitcher, Ian Anderson? What is the love for Odorizzi? Tell me, coach. What is the love for Odorizzi? I don't understand it. Why do you love it? And coach, you got it. I don't understand that, Jason. I can't go after coach too hard because they tell me you got more saves than most closers in baseball. So I can understand why coach is trying to stay with you and everything. But I'm just saying, come on. Really? Come on, coach. Sometimes I think what you got to do, you got to understand that Jetson is, you got two closers on your team. And every now and then, I think you need to rotate those guys, because Jansen you need to give him some rest, man. I think when his arm is weak, and I don't think he can close game after game after game. So I think you got to give him some rest, and you got to swap him out and give him some time, because he have been pitching for a long time, and he have gotten a little older. So I don't think he has the strength like old times. Okay? So I'm just saying, it's going to be really nice. We're going to be there at the Braves on the 19th. And I hope some of you Kool-Aid drinkers going to be there. If you see us out there, you holler out and say, hey, ATL Kool-Aid drinkers, what's up? You know what I'm saying? If you see us and you recognize us and you came to our channels and saw it, and you came there and gave your thumbs up and you have subscribed and said and left your comment and said, what? I want to be an ATL Kool-Aid drinker. Okay, so then, so with the Braves, we're gonna be there for that. We also gonna get ready. So now with the Atlanta Falcons, I'm gonna close out with this, okay? The Atlanta Falcons, they played the Buccaneers 2016. They played the Buccaneers 2016. Okay? And in this 2016, it became a good game. But guess what? It was new players playing with the Atlanta It was new players and everything playing with them jokers. We had that's when Jones was new. And they came up and they played against your boy, who beat us with New Orleans. And your boy put it on us. And like I say, this was the game when I said, hey, y'all not going to no Super Bowl. Y'all not going to no Super Bowl because y'all beat the Falcons. And I say the same thing to the New Orleans Saints with the same quarterback. Y'all not going to no Super Bowl because y'all beat the Atlanta Falcons. But guess what? This new team, y'all got to be with us on this with him because a whole bunch of these guys were new on the defense, all except 3 or 4 players. All of them were new. I mean, they don't have no more than 3 years under them. So all of them practically new. Second year defensive coordinator, second year everything. New. And they almost shellacked New Orleans. They came this close to making this a embarrassing loss for New Orleans. See, New Orleans were playing to keep them being embarrassed. They hard was like, we cannot let this team beat us. And so what we had going on, guess what we had going on? It's just that the coach got to learn how to coach the game. It is chess, coach. Chess. You play the offense to beat the defense. You play the defense to beat the offense. And whoever can pull those out, the correct defense against the correct offense, the correct defense against it's going to win the game, coach. Now, coach, like I said, that last play that you called, that we needed a 3rd down and 1 to win the game, you should have ran the same formation that you ran, that Mariota snuck from the 2-yard line, almost not touched, to get that touchdown. The same formation, coach. Nothing different. The same formation. And you need to run it once or twice. If you didn't get it on 31, you can come back with it again and run it again because your offensive line was hyped. They would enjoy all that in the trenches blocking. So all I'm just saying, come on, coach. And that don't make right decision. I can't help you coach. But I'm just looking for you to make the right decision at the right time in the even flow of the game. That's all I'm asking you, offensive coach and defensive coach. That y'all, the head coach, and you the offensive coordinator at the same time, head coach, and the defensive coach, to just make the right calls, put the right players in place, like chess. You got to know when to move the rook. You got to know when to move the knight. You got to know how to move the pawns. The pawns are important too. Got to know how to move the queen. All of that. So, coach, it's chess, coach. You got out-coached at the end of that game. Both of you got out-coached. Your players going to do what they're going to do. They had 2 turnovers. You see what I'm saying? They got sacked 4 times. So each one of y'all players played to their potential to win the game. And it came down to the coach calling the right plays, putting their team into play, and you did not call the right things to be there. Okay? So as y'all, while I'm sitting talking to you, this is that game. This is that game. 2016. They got beat. They got beat. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they went to the Super Bowl. Brand new regime. Same way. 6 years later. Brand new regime. New coaches. New players. And we looked at better than this team did. We looked
I
at
joined
better.
because
And
I
we
hate
beat this
delivery
team.
fees, and I need to save
We
money for when
basically
I
beat
get
this
canceled.
team.
And I don't want to go back to selling pictures of my feet. I mean,
We basically beat this team. We beat this team. Now check this out. I want you to hear this. Tampa Bay beat us in the first game. New Orleans, listen to this now. Listen to this. Tampa Bay beat us in the first game, 31-24. September 11th, 2016. On November 3rd, we played Tampa Bay again. Super Bowl year. And we beat them jokers 43-28. Did you hear me? So don't get down, ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. I got the hat on for a reason. NFC champs. I told you they going to the NFC championship. They will be playing Tampa Bay. And we will be playing to see who's going to be going to the what? The Super Bowl. You know why I say that? Because what? We're ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. Hey, look out for us at the Braves game. And we will see y'all Sunday. Because you know I'm going to do the halftime show. I'm going to do the end of the show. And I'm going to give you my thoughts and everything. Don't forget to give us that thumbs up. Ring the bell. Subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family. And say, look here, everybody. Look at these new people on YouTube. And I want to just thank whoever subscribed. We up to 10 subscribers. I want to thank them. Thank you very much for subscribing and everything. And so I just want y'all to keep up with us, keep subscribing, keep giving that thumbs up. And anybody who see this video, go on and be a subscriber to follow us. And I have found out that we can get to 1,000 subscribers. We might can go live and we can really turn this thing to and have a really good, have a party, ATL Kool-Aid drinker. Drinking that grape, that strawberry, orange. Some people like that with that apple, green apple, you know what I'm saying? And so we're going to be sitting here having ourselves a ball. And we're going to see what we're going to be talking about next Wednesday and what we're going to be talking about Sunday. Okay? So I talked to y'all ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. Don't forget to share the video and subscribe. So every time we put up a video, you'll get the bell, a notification to let you know that we there. Okay? Have a good day. Bye-bye.